Probably not too well.
I hear a new Kickstarter in the future.
Our goal for this Kickstarter is $10 trillion in order to build a shuttle to launch a space station pinball machine
into space. And also a gravity generator, because otherwise the balls won't actually fall down the playfield.
We'll also launch Automka with the space station in order to play it when it's up there.
Wait, is that real Automka or the Automka stuffed animal?
No. Gotta definitely need a...
Those are different donation levels.
we need a Tomka that. Anyways.
I think we're getting to the giddy part of the commentating.
Meanwhile, there's a game of Twilight Zone going on, and it's sort of important.
I think this is going to be Trent and Brian, right?
Yeah, this is going to be the playoff for second and third. Well, not second and third. There's going to be a playoff for determining who's third, the loser of this match, and who goes on to face Steve Bowden
for the Grand Poobah.
Now, notably, though, if the person who wins this match beats Steve Bowden in a match, they're going to have to do it again. Steve Bowden is still
He's
in
been
double
unstoppable, right?
Yes.
He is undefeated on the double elimination bracket.
Yes.
That's a lot of pinball. Oh,
wow.
my word.
Did that just happen?
That did just happen. I'm pretty sure it was most of the way to the trough, and Trent just walked it right out of there, which again is telling us that the tilt on this particular Twilight Zone is obviously pretty liberal, and I'm guessing Trent knew at that time that he had no meaningful bonus, so nothing to lose there.
The tilt is not that liberal on this Twilight Zone. He just hit that perfectly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, my. Oh.
I don't know. Maybe the tilt is...
You know, I've been wrong before, and I think that was probably about 2 minutes ago.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to announce that I'm wrong again.
I was last wrong in 1968. I'm still recovering.
And she remembers that.
Thank you for saying it for me. Well, it looks like it's going to be the same Twilight Zone strategy we've been seeing. Just go for Powerball Mania.
Yeah, at least from Trent. That's been working for him all weekend. So if it works, why not? That right magnet on the power field doesn't seem to be very lively.
Well, it's probably had a lot of use over the weekend.
It
It's
has.
starting to, I don't know exactly how you wear out a magnet, but it's on its way.
It's tired. It's been magneting a lot, you know.
Trent tried for the under the camera shot while he had another ball up on the mini playfield and didn't quite make it. He bounced off the tip of the flipper.
He keeps going up there. No, the right magnet is working, so it's not dead, but it seemed to be a little lethargic there.
We're getting a lot of shots up there. And joining us on the microphone for a few minutes, we have Steve Bowden, who seems to be some sort of unstoppable force.
Don't say that.
Don't jinx him.
Yeah.
Steve Bowden,
jinx my boy.
who is completely beatable at any given moment.
Exactly. Thank you. Yes. As my heart stops, continues to beat, I think it started. Once I had end of lineup to 3 million, that changed the game.
Oh yeah.
And then double scoring lit, that changed everything. So that's what.
But those are exactly the things we were talking about before you were there when you were sitting in the booth here earlier. Those are exactly the facets of Tron you were talking about.
Exactly. So
I mean, how did you feel when you put up a monstrous ball one and Brian's just like, I knew
Brian could do it. No, yeah, I knew. First of all, I knew Brian could do it. I didn't think I was safe. I felt good. I was glad that I did not have a bad game on Tron because I took about 5 minutes to choose between the Shadow and Tron, and I didn't know which one I trusted more. So once I got the 50, I'm like, okay, I'm in the game. So whatever Brian does, I'm in the game.
Right.
I'm not putting up something crazy like 13 or 15 million. But once he basically tied me, I'm like, okay, hey, we're fine. I'm just gonna look at what I am, and we'll start from scratch again. So it was 0-0 basically.
I was mentioning that I thought the level of expectations when somebody matches a monstrous score on a ball one, the level of expectation suddenly just gets so much higher.
Exactly. Because I knew I needed to come back because since he had a great role and he basically copied what I did as far as score. And I knew that I was okay as far as, continuing to get it to another multi-ball. So it's not like I was really starting from scratch. He sort of was,
Right.
So I was a little ahead in status than he was.
Yep.
So when I restarted, I said, okay, just check the status report, make sure I know where I remember I was. And once I confirmed that, I'm like, okay, now I know my strategy. But ball 3 was weird. Me and Cora with 1 shot to go. And about 5 minutes of me missing it.
It was.
And then I trip over into the light cycle and finally light that, which I wasn't really planning. I was planning on getting Cora and then, shooting the end of line, and starting it. But once light cycle tripped over, I was like, okay, I'll just use this to help me get Cora.
Well, yeah, sometimes you just have to take whatever the machine's willing to give you at that particular moment.
That's right. Yeah.
And
and I was glad to support that score, support what I had, I was 64, and support that with another 30, a solid third ball.
Yeah, it was good.
Just to put some pressure on Brian to basically do the same thing that he did ball 1.
And that's an almost impossible feat. All these scores that we've seen in the finals, especially the Chris Stevens Al Tompkin match.
That was amazing. That was amazing.
I mean, there's quality scores going up all over the place, and it makes you realize how good the top players are.
Exactly. It doesn't always seem to happen during the end of the finals. It's like no matter what happens during qualifying, people are putting up crap scores, even the top players. But then when the finals happen, all of a sudden the scores
meets the road,
going up. And it's still pinball, so you still, can expect some bad things to happen.
Oh, no.
That's safe.
Oh, my
Welcome
goodness.
to the double danger save. Oh, yeah.
Now, he did get a double danger on that, unlike
yes.
unlike Trent, who shook the heck
strike?
out of it and got no warnings at all. But so Brian does have to play carefully here,
Right.
but
He is
has
still
multi-ball.
playing. Oh, stay in for him for that save.
It did,
There you
and,
go.
yeah.
It did. Take it down. Ooh, too early.
So many people we've seen having problems with that upper flipper shot to the piano. I don't know if it's
because
weak
it's not
or
the flipper, it's the way it comes
it's
off
the
the
feed.
wall.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feeds outside, and you're looking at a shot that's maybe 1 inch or 2 inches away from the flipper when you actually have to make contact with the ball.
Right, so it's totally different from where you think you are, where you think you need to shoot it. I mean, sometimes you use that. I don't know what you call that graphic. It looks like a fire that's leading to the leading to the organ or the piano, but you can't really use it because it's a slightly different shot the way it comes off.
Brian was taking some pretty big risks in trying to get the ball back down to his lower left flipper there.
Whoa, nice
for the restart
save.
That's
yeah, you're not
and
gonna
it always
shake that,
happens.
yeah.
You get that great slap save, and then just screams out the out lane instead.
It rewards you with nothing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on, game. I just made a good move. Help me out a little bit.
So what do you think? Which of these players would you be more afraid of to face in the finals, Steve?
Well, I guess I should give the classic sportscaster answer about it doesn't matter who I face in the finals. They're both excellent players.
Yeah, bull.
Okay.
Tell us the truth. This is you got to expose it all.
I honestly don't know because I don't know if Trent has used up his Star Trek tickets. I don't know. I mean, has he?
That's a good
so
question.
is that's a factor in
Yes.
that? Okay.
because if he hasn't, then I'm going to be playing Star Trek with Trent. So.
And we've seen how that's gone for people
right.
today.
And that's 143, which I have never scored ever in life on Star Trek. So if I did, I'd remember it. So.
Now, do you have Tron picks left? And would you want to use them?
I think I do have a Tron pick. I would use it, even though I just had a good game on it. I would use it.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably use my last F14 on it. Yeah. If I got to choose twice, it would be probably Tron and F14.
You just said, even though I just had a good game on it, which makes me believe that you have a superstition that after you have a good game.
It's not a superstition. It's a fact, unfortunately. it's a so-called fact that I'm slowly breaking out of.
Okay.
Having a bad game after a good game on the same game. So I'm slowly trying to break out of that, and I'm getting more consistent in that way, but it kind of happens too many times.
Yep, you use up your mojo.
Yep.
When you're saying having a bad game,
having a subpar game.
Okay,
I guess,
so below average.
Yeah, below average.
Okay.
Like that's 94 on the board. I mean, if I walk up and I get 25, that's that's comparatively bad.
Okay.
And whoever I'm facing
I'm not
in the
talking-
final is going to get more than 25 on Tron, really. So I should expect more than that.
You know,
from that person. So
you can expect more than that, but
Yeah.
we could see amazing play all the way up to the finals, and then we could see finals games.
yeah,
Everyone's
and then
just
all of a
tired
sudden,
and-
yeah, all of a sudden, F-14 says, "Guess what, gentlemen? It's time to go home," and it just kills everybody.
Right. Nobody gets. Well, that just happened between Trent and Chris on F14.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Chris
Yeah, they
ended
had,
up with
250 to 300 or something like that.
and
Wow.
Trent had to really work to
Wow.
catch him.
301 on that, and Trent
Yes.
was
288 to 438 it was. It's still up on the screen.
still up there.
Well, Trent walked up to that ball with only 150,000 points.
Mhm.
Right,
So-
right.
Wow, at that point, if it's that low, you're wishing for locks. If you had 3 locks, that's 75,000 free points. And when you start counting like that, that's that's when you know that's a seriously bad game, but or a close game at least.
I won the first match this morning, or first game this morning against Cruz and Newsom with 32 million on Twilight Zone to 31 million.
Nice. Wow. Oh my goodness.
Come on, slingshot, pop
yes.
bumper.
Come on, slingshot. Come on, odd change for 10 million. Come on, for 8 million.
I let the ball drain because I knew I couldn't tilt if I let the ball drain,
Exactly.
and then I would collect my bonus
And
to
you
pass
leave.
him.
Right. Ooh, tilt. Okay.
Speaking of tilt.
All right. And that one wasn't as rough as the other one. I guess
I
maybe
think I
it was
summoned
still
that.
going. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still not sure how he got away with that outlane save on the last ball.
It was
Maybe-
amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, the only thing I can say is maybe it was the first major shake, and so now the tilt ball's moving, and so that not as major shake that he just did there.
So you're
was
saying it
worse.
woke up the tilt
Yeah, it
ball.
woke up.
Okay,
Yeah. Now
nice.
now it's
Nice.
in the
It
game.
would really be cool if we actually had some sort of
tilt bob
camera
cam.
to
Tilt bob
Okay.
cams. Yeah,
Oh
I
my
mean,
goodness.
since
It's like, why are you looking at me? He's like, don't look this way. No one's down here.
well, as we know, Mark Steinman really doesn't have anything else to do other
Right,
than find new
exactly.
camera rigs to do.
So
Just to satisfy our whims. What?
occasionally, if you hear me cut out, that's because Mark muted me.
It's like, where'd you go, John? What happened?
It's the whole, well, look at you now.
I'll give you a tilt bob cam right
right.
here. All right, so back to it. Brian Shepard.
Back to the ranch. Okay. The Powerball's still 2 away, and Brian, I think, still has 1 gumball. I think. You can load up another one now.
Yeah, he just locked a ball so he can stack the other. And then once he does that, I assume he'll start
Gotta go
collecting
for
the
He's
the
got to go
gumballs.
for it.
I'm really surprised that nobody is pursuing a lit strategy on this.
True. Well, the reason why is that upper flipper. It's not.
You can't make the piano shot, otherwise 3-way combo.
Can't 3-way
all day.
combo all day, right? So
Has anybody tried the backhand on the slot machine?
I have
someone
not seen
actually
it.
get-
I have not seen it.
I never tried it all day.
Yeah.
So, I mean, maybe it's
Yeah.
because the slot machine kickout's getting a little bit wonky. Like,
Speaking of which,
Oh no, that was definitely in danger.
I mean, a lot of Twilight Zones you'll play and you'll see it kick out of the slot machine, which is right where that color-changing LED is on the middle of the play field. It kicks out, hits the right flipper, bounces over to the left flipper. Do what you want.
Right.
Not this machine.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the time.
Yeah, this machine has that strange little kick out where sometimes it'll hit the bottom of the right slingshot. It's about 1 out of every 20, and then sometimes it'll give you 2 in a row, which I had in my game, and you got to be ready.
Me and
Otherwise,
Chris
you
Newsom
are
played
dead.
it. We never got it to hit the flipper. It
Oh,
always
wow,
hit the
it
slingshot.
always hit the slingshot. Wow. Okay.
So it's moving.
All right, so I think Brian's trying to post pass. He wants that Powerball Mania.
Yeah, just take the
Just
shot.
yeah, just
plunge
take the
the 10
super
million.
skill.
And,
Exactly.
right, thank you.
Exactly, and let it bounce
Don't mess
pass
around.
over. Or
Oh,
let
no.
it do that. All right, whatever.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
He got that. He actually restarted Clock Chaos there.
Sometimes we can. It's funny to know that the players can hear what we're thinking.
Wait, were we thinking that or saying that? Now I'm losing track.
Oh
All right, fast lock. Get it.
Fast.
And it can really destroy that clock. You just refilled the clock again.
Yeah, right now, yeah, fast lock would be good.
10 million for the power
Fast
field.
lock and kill a clock. It's still 11 million. It's still good. What is that? I guess he's not trusting the
no.
bounce pass.
Yeah, he's not. I thought he was doing that before, but he seems to have given up. Clock chaos is over.
That's a
Nice
nice
shot
All
there.
right.
It's
At
not
least
a
it's
not a
multi-ball.
big value, but it's a
At
multi-ball.
least it's multi-ball. Time to grind.
Yeah, unfortunately, it'd be nice if he'd had, whatever,
The
Town
clock.
Square Madness
Yeah.
or Clock Chaos. Clock Chaos just ended. Something. But, hey, it's a multi-ball. Whatever.
Yeah, hit the lock, Brian.
We got to
for the
watch how
clear.
loud we say that because we don't want to be giving him any pointers. That was funny, folks. That was funny.
We
I just want you to know
we
that.
tried not to laugh, but it was too funny to not laugh, so we were unsuccessful.
Collect bonus
And,
is lit on the drain right now.
Okay, is it
Okay.
gumball time? Maybe
right.
not. It may be multi-ball time. That's his decision.
I personally like to stack up a couple gumballs if I'm on balls 2 or earlier.
I think he has two.
He already has.
He has
already
two
has
stacked, so I think he
So-
should be able to shoot it twice and have the Powerball pop out.
Well, okay, so it might be safer to go for multi-ball at this point rather than accidentally get one of the gumballs turned down and then give that back to your
Exactly.
your
Sure,
opponent.
You don't want to leave food on the table for your opponent
Right.
ever.
Plus, the other advantage of this is when he's done with this multi-ball, he can go back to stacking more gumballs lit on left-right ramp combos.
And a quick jackpot relight.
All right. It's all right. You still there's a trip. That's one that just tripped into
I
the
didn't even
piano.
see where it went in,
It
but
just
obviously
tripped in
made
there.
Well, there's
All
something
right.
to be said for just putting it
All
up
right.
there.
10 seconds to get it lit.
Boom.
All right, now.
Yep.
My favorite is getting the jackpot with one ball, and then you have about 10 seconds worth of free play with the other one to get it relit before all the animation and happy celebrations end.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you can get it relit before the 10 seconds is over, and you can be ready for another jackpot.
There it is.
There it
Relight.
is. Put that one in
Then
there.
Relight
reload
again.
now. Oh,
And then
perfect
set
setup.
up.
And this will give him
And-
one shot before the balls come out? Nope. Okay.
Yeah, no one's having
That's
luck
another
with that
subtle
feed
thing about this
shot.
game that I love is like if you get that jackpot,
It's-
I guess that shot that sets up the jackpot, it'll wait.
It
until you give
sequences
that
it
shot.
for you. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's kind of subtle, but in multi-ball, it tries to help you out.
Exactly.
It just shows the level of thought that was put into the programming in this game.
Absolutely. Larry DeMar, Ted Estes. Great code. Great layout.
Now he's gonna ratchet it down a notch here.
Count it.
Boom.
Nice.
10 seconds,
85
Brian.
mil. 85
All
mil.
right.
Shoots it around,
And got it.
And boom.
Perfect.
and now they'll both come back out of the slot machine together.
Of course.
That would
was
have been
close.
perfect because then he could have relit it.
Yeah, that was no fault of his. It's just that the way it's coming off that upper flipper.
Oh, last
he has
chance.
last chance.
I think he went
He
for
bet-
the
he went
bank
for-
off the post.
Mm-hmm. Which is definitely possible.
Yep.
You can say, "Yep, I did that on purpose." And
Yeah, you can do that.
sort of
Or
not lie.
well, you can make the right ramp, and it gives you the grace period, but
Right.
not with the feet that people are getting on it.
Careful. Is it collect bonus? There we
Yeah,
go.
but it's
Not a lot,
it's
but at least he
nothing.
does take it off the board in case the next player, might.
50 million. Oh, 79.
That's
79.
not bad.
That's all right. Yeah.
I'm
That's
sorry.
fine.
That's worth taking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you said,
Oh, right.
it does
it's
take.
It's because he has Powerball Mania ready. Well, it doesn't have it ready, but he could go get it with the 2 shots to the gumball. That's a big risk. That's a long distance risk. I mean,
That
and like-
shows the
that
level
is-
of confidence he
yeah,
has
that
right
is-
now.
That is going all in on a long move.
Uh-oh.
That's fine. Bonus X. Okay, now he's going back to locks again. He's just not going to. Just because he has the advantage now, he's not going to risk getting a Powerball out and helping his opponent.
Yeah.
He's
So just forget the gumball for right now.
nothing wrong with that. 'Cause
Right,
you're-
I
you're-
agree.
Well, I think we've seen Trent put up 281 million in Powerball
Right.
Mania or something insane like that. So he doesn't want that. I do think though that upper left flipper, it looks really weak. It's very lethargic when the ball hits, and or when it hits the ball. Either way,
it is slow. I mean, you can see it. You can see every time he flips the left flipper. You can see how slow it is a delay. Yeah, that wasn't. He made the shot, but you could see it sort of just said, "Here, take
38 million right here, plus a cool light show."
Ah, that feels nice.
Love the home run.
More locks.
You'll notice that when Brian catches a ball and he's trying to make it stop, he'll flip the other flipper very quickly. And actually, what he's trying to do there, just so people understand, is what is he trying to do?
Well, he's trying to deaden the ball, really, because just give it a little bit of vibration so that it'll stop its path. I mean, you don't want it to go as far as traveling off the flipper. So what it does is it rattles it a little bit. So if you can do it really fast, then it'll rattle a little bit and just slow it down just enough, and it'll stay around the flipper for you most of the time.
So he's trying to create more friction.
He's trying to create friction on the play field and have the ball grab as much of the play field as possible on its way down so that you can slow it down for a controlled shot as opposed to having it drift off the flipper and maybe risk a tap pass or a flick pass rather and risk lobbing it to the out lane. And it works. It seems like it's a useless move. It seems like, why would that work? But it does.
It does.
Try it. It works.
So it's just another one of the many tools in the arsenal of a professional pinball player.
Exactly. And that is a move that the Pinball Arcade and all the software programs, that's not included in there. So okay. So if you want a difference between the Pinball Arcade and Zen Pinball 2 and all that, try to flip the opposite flipper and see if the ball doesn't do exactly what it's still programmed to do. Instead of on a real table, it will slow down for you. Right? So it's different.
There's nothing like the real thing.
Right. So, I mean, the Zen Pinball and the Pinball Arcade are great for introducing people to the world of pinball, and I love it.
Oh, I mean,
it's great for learning the rules and everything. It's wonderful.
It's also great for just general competition
just
on those.
Around.
Yeah,
exactly. But I like to be able to tell a person, "Hey, do you know where you can play this game for real?" I know a place. And they say, "What? What do you mean for real?"
It's
a physical game, like in front of you. You know,
and I have one in my basement.
And here's one here right now.
Oh. Woo.
Wow. Brian takes game one
and
commandingly.
Interestingly enough, I imagine Trent was the top seed in that matchup.
Yes, he was.
Well, I think you just got your answer.
Yep.
Because if Trent still had a pick, I bet he would have
picked Star Trek.
Well, and they moved over to AC/DC.
Right.
I heard Trent immediately say AC/DC as soon as that was over with. We are here at the Fairfax Pinball Open. We're in the last few games of the A tournament. I am Joe Schober. I'm here with Steve Bowden and John Replogle. And we are watching a match between Trent Augenstein and Brian Shepard. Just started up on AC/DC Pro.
What did he choose? I don't recognize.
That's Highway to Hell.
That is Highway. Okay, I see the right
oh
ramp.
My goodness gracious! Remember how I told you he moved a game to Ohio? Well, he just
he just did it, and he got one strike. So very good. This garbage cannon. Shoot the left orbit. Thank you. Get the garbage cannon out of the way. That's done. It's only worth $1 million. I mean, I want an option to skip that one. Can I just skip this one and save it? Can I bank it for later or something?
People might be asking, how did he move it so far without tilting the game? And there actually is a science to nudging. I mean, because nudging isn't just a direct measure of the motion that you exert on the machine. It's only measured by the amount of motion you impart upon the tilt bob that's inside the machine. So you can do drastic moves to the machine, and sometimes you can get away with all of that because of either the physical location of the tilt bob or even software limitations on how often the tilt bob can register.
Right.
And it's a moment to learn, lifetime to master.
Whereas sometimes a large move will double danger you, whereas maybe a very few quick moves can tilt you out depending on how you do it.
Exactly.
So it's learning about what the tilt bob's governance is on each game.
Yeah, it's not
And
just
knowing
velocity,
that-
it's acceleration
Right,
that
so
can
you-
impact it. Yeah.
But once you know, you can use that against your opponent. And while your opponent's standing there looking at how did he make that save, you know exactly how you made that save.
Right.
And you knew you weren't in any danger, and you knew you were going to get 2 strikes. You know, you
Trent's a
knew it.
master of saving balls that are unsavable by doing moves that are unimaginable. Wow, that's a great line.
Yeah. Moves that are
T-shirt.
unimaginable.
I hear a T-shirt
Tilt
coming.
amusements. So he's jamming. And now he's double play fielding. So now business has picked up. I imagine this is ball 1. He has 1 VIP pass if he made the skill shot. So if he should choose to use it now or maybe save it for later for a bigger multi-ball, we'll see what decision he makes. Because he has to have at least all the shots done. At least
No, he's already had his atta ball.
he already had the atta ball?
Yeah.
Well, okay, that was quite quick then. I thought he was still working on it.
Sometimes it doesn't come exactly when you want it to because
Right.
there's a lot of times I'll hit the shot when not thinking I'm going to get the atta ball and just get it.
Right. Or you miscount how many shots you made or
Right.
which shots you made. So, did I make that? No. So then you use it.
And he has 2
Double
times.
play field right before the song jackpot. 26. Wow.
Very nice.
I mean,
That doesn't hurt.
that's how you like that. Getting double play field right before it enters the cannon.
And
Very
combo,
nice.
combo, combo,
Combo,
combo.
double combo,
Oh,
double combo, double combo.
Oh my
are
gosh.
you the Doublemint twins?
That's
over
what
there?
it is.
He just made
All
like 9 shots in a row during a multi-ball with quick thinking. That's pretty cool.
And pretty lucrative since he now has 76 million points.
Well, I
And,
expect the scores to just keep growing on AC/DC like they have been. This should be a 400 million to 400 million game.
Oof.
Oh, and that was
Well,
off
what
to
did
the
I-
ramp
what
and
am I
down,
doing?
but, it's like, what am I doing? I only have 83 million. Gee. You know?
Great ball by Trent.
Wow. So now, what do you pick against that? I mean, you still go with Highway to Hell, the traditional start. Take a risk on some Thunderstruck, maybe.
The interesting thing
You
is with the
know?
code that's in here, I don't know if there is a right move.
Right.
You know? I mean,
Mhm.
if you're really comfortable with the ramps, you're going to pick either Highway to Hell, Rock and Roll Train. If you can combo 'em. If you can't combo them, then you might pick.
Well,
For those about to rock.
Thunderstruck if you're missing, right? You know,
That should be like the default.
like start on that one. So in case someone plunges without knowing what the songs are, they start at Thunderstruck.
There's a T-shirt for you. You can get the. I want to play Highway to Hell, but people told me that I was going to be much better off playing Thunderstruck.
Play Thunderstruck instead. Hey, it works. Nice save. That's 2 strikes. That's right.
He needed every bit of it.
He did. But yeah, I've often wondered, I'm guessing that the casual pinball player has no idea what the whole thing is with the songs and such.
But they sound cool.
Hey,
Oh, they sound cool. You just pick the music you like, right?
Right.
At the start of the game. Oh, what's AC/DC song do you want to hear? Oh, okay, Highway to Hell. Okay, sure.
And a little loop of death over and out. There was no.
Right, just a lob. Yeah, just lobbing it out. So, song change, maybe? Song change? Now,
8 ramps, 4
occasionally this
loops.
plunger has not reached the back of the hole. Okay, that made it. That's, on my last game, I wanted to do a song
Hell's
change. It
bells.
didn't make it.
Cash in time, I suppose.
Time to cash in. Yep. So we can assume 2 VIP passes. And then album is close.
Yeah.
So
Trent's saying
he's
this is
building the house now. He's building it up.
Oh, boy.
That nice.
Album multi-ball is lit. Center
Nice.
drain is lit.
Stay away from that. The backhand. Okay.
really.
Is he touring? Is he want to
Uh-huh,
tour as
yes,
well?
he is.
Double multi-ball.
No, he's
How far away is the status report check time? Because I think he expected it to be lit.
He's two away from a tour. Nope.
One
Yeah,
away.
he expected it to be
got
lit on
another
that
one.
last one. He was like, wait a minute, what? Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Now everything just changed again.
Because not only is he on Hell's Bells, now he has two multi-ball. Well, he has one multi-ball ready, one multi-ball on the doorstep, and Brian has to defend against all of that.
Well, okay.
Some of which he might not even know.
Let's put Brian out of the equation. What would you do in ball 3 in Trent's situation?
Well, he doesn't have a song chaser. He's going to keep it on. He has to keep it on Hell's Bells, which is perfect because he's going to have 3 VIP passes. So, I mean, you can get album.
By itself?
Do you separate it? That's the question.
I
You
would.
still have to make a shot yet. You know what? I don't want to risk that loop shot before starting album. I want to start album. You know, by the time I come out of album, even, you know, I'll have 3X on the bell no matter what happened. You know, and then I'll be doing tour after that. So
Okay, well, officially, we're going to get to see what Trent's decision is because Brian is effectively out of the equation. Trent's looking to pile on.
Although I certainly don't think Trent's going to make the assumption that Brian's not going to come back. I mean, he has to to play as defensively as if Brian had you know, a 50, 100 million point ball, whatever.
Actually, he might actually choose to play riskier.
Yeah, it could be.
I'd go for it. Yeah, I'd be risky. Yeah, I'd definitely be risky.
So-
now. When with 4 million, 5 million, Brian. You know,
I mean, because the only thing Brian can do now is go big.
Sure.
right.
It's go big or go to game 3.
Right.
So why not double up the multi-balls, get to 3 times, blow that jackpot up, and then just hope you can get like an 80 million point
Sure.
multi-ball.
And if
setup.
nothing else, just put some psychological pressure on Brian, just like, you can't do this. Move along.
I mean, this is what I'd like to see Trent do. Not that I would be capable of pulling that off myself, but I like the idea.
Yeah, let's start
And,
it. Yeah,
okay.
start it right now. Get control. It's just hundreds of millions of points on that one shot. Now, he took one danger into that. You might not have seen it, but it was there. I
Yeah.
don't know. Okay.
Well, you know what? Doesn't matter.
That's right.
Had to do it. There's nothing like stepping up to that machine cold, seeing the balls go out of control, and saying, "Oh my goodness, I could lose all this work I've set up."
Well, now it's business time now. 3 VIP passes. So once he gets that 2X started,
Right, he's not
could,
going to use them preferably until he does.
right, until he does. So once he gets that started, he'll essentially have 60 seconds of at least of 2X plus some 3X. More bell. There's 2X. Here we go.
And he still has his atta-ball to use.
Still has that. Now the bell's going to ring every 2 seconds with every shot.
But interestingly enough, his atta-ball will not work from the VIP pass. He's going to have to get it naturally now.
Because he already has the bell shot? Is
Right.
that why? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so this is actually a situation where you don't have that extra ball save. You got to do it on your own.
Whoa, he just did it. It's back.
I know nothing.
It's back. That's it, because I think the VIP pass counts for any other shot.
Does it figure out the shot you want most?
Yeah, figure out. I mean, I know that this is wrong. What I'm going to say. I know this is wrong, but what I use is did I hit all 5 major shots? You know, the 2 loops, the 2 ramps, and the bell. And then use the VIP passes to cover the major shots that I didn't hit. Now I know that's not it, okay, but it works for me.
That must be different than the code I
So-
have.
All I know is that Trent just got 100 million points in the past 10 seconds.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad for a day's work.
I think that's exactly what I wanted him to do. And
Save.
he's not done.
That's 2 strikes, but he is still safe.
Okay.
And Tour is now ready. Yeah, that was
That was a great
perfect,
ball, though.
perfect arc out, but a great
Great ball.
Great ball.
I'm still shocked. I didn't think that Hell's Bells would award anything except the bell with the VIP pass while you're in multi-ball.
He entered the secret flipper code.
No, it must be a software change from what I'm used to.
Where it still just gives you any of the shots that you haven't hit. Isn't that what it usually does?
No, it usually does that on all but 3 modes: Thunderstruck, Hell's Bells, and one other mode, which I'm not remembering at the current time. Anyways, so you're walking up to the machine. You're down by 224 million points.
Well, here's the first step. So, let's go.
Do you live with the theory that you never collect a jackpot unless it's at least doubled at this point?
All right, yeah, I have to have a multiplier. I have to be doing something with the multiplier.
Yeah, you would think so.
Because, if I'm trying to collect a jackpot and I'm in single ball with that cannon, I'm going to risk death on that? No. I mean, come on. Because every cannon shot, you are risking death. The way it comes off, it's designed that way. So it's designed to make you make that decision. So I have to have at least some multiplier on there to make it worth it. And he just had to use all his VIP passes to reload the multi-ball.
Well,
that's going to take a few things off the table, off the strategy list, like Hell's Bells. Well, you might go for anyway, but...
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, boy.
That's taking more off the table.
Boy.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all that art.
You kind of saw that coming. I know it's just...
All right.
Sometimes you get that feel.
So, so we're going on to game 3. And so many times, there hasn't been a lot of 2-0s this weekend. There's been a lot of 2-1s.
Or if there were 2-0s, there were 2 close games.
Yeah.
It wasn't like an embarrassment or anything like that. There were 2 close games.
The level of play has been amazing.
It has. So what do you think Brian's going to choose here? Ooh, really?
Yep, he did this to
He
me.
picked second.
He did this to me in our game.
Okay, so the strategy here is Trent cannot pick Star Trek.
Right. So.
And Brian's basically
permission.
saying, and he can't pick AC/DC again.
Right.
So he's basically saying, all right, I'm good with any of the other games.
So, okay, Trent's going to pick a modern game or F-14 Tomcat.
Not F-14. I guess it looks like Shadow
picking
is
Shadow.
happening.
Looks like the player cam is in play.
We ran a charity tournament for our friend Barry Ausler. It's a fundraiser, and we'd like to thank Stern and Jersey Jack for providing the prizes for this charity tournament. And this weekend we raised $654 towards that tournament.
Excellent.
So thank you to all who played in the tournament and gave your donation. We really appreciate it, and we're happy to pass that money along.
Oh, that's a lot of dollar games. Is that all
That
from
is
dollar
a lot.
games?
Those
Is
are
that
all
all
dollar
from dollar
games.
games? Wow.
Dollar one-ball
600.
games. It's been really nice to see the outpouring of support from the pinball community between the Kickstarter campaign and there've been, I don't know, I've heard of a lot of tournaments and little side events and stuff like this all around the country for from different shows and tournaments and such. People just collecting money for Barry and his wife, who both need the help right now, and it's nice to see that outpouring of support.
Yeah. Once again, remember that we're going to be in Lions Pinball. And I even see a date on the bottom of the screen. It says we're going to be there May 16th through 18th, which is 1 week before the IFPA World Pinball Championship, which is also taking place out near Denver, Colorado. And looks like it's going to be 2 weeks of fun. I'm planning to spend the time out there with my wife, AJ, and we're going to do both events and hopefully
Very nice.
have some fun in the mountains.
Very good pinball
Very
vacation
cool.
there. Very cool.
Nice time of year too. Late May.
If you check out the first roadshow, you can see some of the cool places to visit out around the Lions area. And I'm looking forward to Estes Park. It just looks awesome.
That's what I hear.
So we have a few seconds. We have a few seconds break, and I'm waiting to get word of what our next machine choice is going to be.
Yeah, for a second it looked like it might be Shadow. They were fiddling with the Player Cam 5000, but
it looks like it's going to be
Matahari.
Well,
which is almost exactly like Shadow, except for having no similarities whatsoever.
At all. Just as evil, though.
Well, it doesn't have Alex Baldwin on it, but there is a really creepy dude there.
Okay.
I bet you didn't realize I could find the similarities between Matahari and Shadow.
That was magical.
Have we watched any Matahari this weekend so far?
I don't remember any.
I don't think so.
Let's explain the rules a little bit, just because Matahari is a really neat late 70s early solid state ballot game. And so you'll see Trent shooting the middle hole. You have to hit that hole in order to advance your bonus up to 5 times multiplier. Then you're going to start hitting other shots, whether it be the A or B combos or the drop targets, in order to increase your bonus.
But also included in there is very subtle is that 50,000 outlane, which can actually win the game for you if you purposely drain down there.
One of the
times, 50 grand for an outlane.
One of the most, I love that outlane.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
wonderful.
It's one of those. It's one of those. If it's going out to the outlane, you might not choose to make a move to save the ball, because 50,000 points is significant.
Yep.
And especially when I'm playing against a certain other member on the Papa crew, I love seeing that 50,000 point outlane.
You feel silly if you save a ball from the outlane and then a second later you drain out the center.
Invariably, that's exactly what happens. Now, in order to get that outlane lit, you first have to hit the top hole twice.
It's at least twice, right? It's not the first time.
That sounds about right.
So, like many other ballot games of this era, score is based highly on bonus. So, people are not going to tilt unless they don't have any bonus. That flew down there.
That was a great catch that he made. And plus, this game's tilt is pretty sensitive. I mean, there's been a couple of tilt throughs on this weekend.
Were there some tilt
I think
throughs?
there was one tilt through, I think.
We don't want to see that.
I will say the saucer there has not really been grabbing the ball. On some Mataharis, I think if the wood on the play field gets a little bit more worn down, the ball just slides on into there. But on this particular machine, it seems like you really have to get a little bit of luck to get the ball to stick in the saucer.
Which is a neat aspect of the machine, and it's sort of built in to how the machine's supposed to perform. You also might have noticed there was a big smack earlier when he hit it up towards the top. Matahari, you can't see it from your top-down camera, but the edge of that hole, all the natural wood color is beveled. So if you hit a ball up there hard, it'll launch itself up into the playfield glass, and you'll hear a big smack.
Yeah, as if it were a ramp almost. Like it's it just it's
this is
in
one of the
air.
first games with ramps.
With a ramp in it, a natural ramp that gets worn in. That was what was that? An extra ball that just happened.
I don't think extra balls are on.
Extra balls turned on.
Right, 25,000 rather. Because I heard the that's I recognized
so
that
Trent
25,000.
Has switched strategy.
He has gone to A and B. If he hits the B now, it's 50 grand. Because he got the special lit. So if he can get B now,
like
50
right there.
grand, and now he's back to 5,000 for it. But if he gets it again, I don't know if he gets to 5,000 now, will it go back to the special or make it back to
no,
the
I think
ball?
it's just stuck
5,000?
right now on 5,000.
So now he's shooting for the hole still. He's because when you hit the hole, you actually get 3,000 of bonus added to your total.
Correct. Plus, it looks like he hasn't made it yet, so he has no bonus X.
No. He's
Yeah, I think right. I think he hasn't hit the 2x yet because the green light is 2x.
Okay,
right.
So
And you can also see down towards the bottom of the play field. None of the
Right.
arrows are lit there.
and he's getting a very high bonus total, so he needs to multiply it.
All right, so that was
Right,
his
now
2x
it's
shot. Now he
2x.
wants it 2 more times.
Next is 3x and then 5x.
Yep.
There's
And now
3.
he's getting a little bit more luck with it sticking.
Oh,
He's even got 2 targets he could accidentally hit for another 50,000, but he's not going to go for that. It's too dangerous.
No, that's
That's the
5X.
5X. So
He's maxed out.
that was a 60,000 point shot.
and I believe his bonus is actually maximized at this point. It's 29,000 times
78,000.
And now he's back at the special for AB again. Looks like it's cycling between 5,000 and special. So if he hits A again, that's another 50 grand.
My word.
And they're, ooh,
Oh,
no,
no.
almost.
This is a monstrous game of Matahari.
I mean, because he's got 349 now, but he's got what coming to him? 29 times 5 when he leaves?
150
About
grand.
He's got
150
100.
roughly.
And
There's 50. 50 more. So now he can just cycle between 5,000 and 50,000. That's what he's going to do, AB.
and hope it goes out the outlane eventually.
And get another 50. There it
And
is.
there it is.
It did.
And there
yeah.
it is.
So that's a 600,000 points after ball 2. Wow.
Well, Brian,
The highest score of the weekend was 920 something thousand by Jason Werdrick, I believe. So Trent's 2/3 of the way there with 2/3 of his balls gone.
that's one of the best balls in Matahari I've ever seen.
Amazing.
It was a good one.
The fact that he was able to get to max out the bonus and then switch to the AB strategy and cash that in enough times. Usually once you get that far, you start going AB and then things start going out of control. And you don't really make it to the 5,000 and 50,000 alternating awards. But he did that twice at least that I remember. So not only does Brian need to max out his bonus, he needs to do that and get AB a whole mess of times, even after that, in order to catch up.
Well, what's step one? I mean,
Yep, step 1 is do it. Step 2 is
Step
do
2
it
is,
again.
and step 3
And
is
step 3
profit.
is do it again. Yeah, it just does not want to go in there for him. All right. Any advancement is good.
yep. But really what he needs to focus on first is getting that 5 times, because no matter what happens on this particular ball, he needs to have a starting point with which to attack Trent on ball 3 and hope that Trent has a bad ball.
Right. And one more shot will do it. I
Right.
think he's at 3x right now.
And he's already over 10,000 points of bonus. He's at
Right,
now at
there's
20. So this is actually approaching a pretty decent ball right now.
There's
And there it
Fairfax.
is.
Okay.
Okay, so now reset.
So now AB now? Yeah. Because you get bonus count anyway from the AB. So now he's maxed out. So now AB
Now he
all
can work on
day.
the ABs.
Take down A.
He hasn't quite found the shot yet, but he's close. Oh, he
Oh,
did.
that almost
Yeah,
made it. There it is.
they all kind of got some help. The around the world doesn't seem to be going that well right now. Gets caught up in the bumpers.
Oh, the bumpers tried to help him.
There it is.
There it
Nice
is.
shot.
Okay, so now he's up to 5,000. So 2 more completions for his first special at 50 grand. All right, around the world.
All right.
One more B for this extra ball, rather. He's got to pass the extra ball first. That's right. So the extra ball is
It's
25,000.
25, I think. Yeah.
And then he'll start working on the 50s. Whoa,
Ooh.
no.
Yeah, he doesn't need the
Not-
50,000
no,
yet.
Not now. Yeah, nice
Nice
save.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, he wanted to take
He
a break
wanted
there.
to- right.
Oh.
Oh, really? Okay. Ah. Well,
Now that was
At
that was
200.
actually a very good quality ball from which he could attack Trent on ball 3.
as long as Trent has a subpar ball here
Well, yeah,
to keep the match
step
in play.
step 1, Trent's going to have to
Right.
get housed.
Right. And then at that point,
Step 2, Brian's going
Brian
to have to
does
be
the same thing
the
he did.
house.
Right. He's going to have to build the entire house.
That was almost step 1.
That almost happened. We got a little silent there because we were both looking at it like, wait a minute, will it
What's
actually
gonna happen?
happen? Wait a minute.
Yeah, and he's getting a little bit of luck with the saucer there.
Either that or Trent's finally found the shot.
Well, first of all, it hasn't kicked out of the saucer and gone down the middle one time yet, as I try to jinx it, because it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, but that one came pretty close to that. Oh, look at that, off the tip. Took a little off of it. Okay, he's now at 5 times. Trent is almost putting this out of reach. Trent would be happy to see this go out the out lane. And
there it is. Not even an attempt to save that.
No,
understandably,
this
because
take
give
his
me that
extra
50.
100,000.
Yep.
And Trent's got to look at that
Yeah,
smile.
look at
on
that
Trent's
grin. Yeah,
face. Trent's like, come get me.
that's an $800,000 grin right there. Right, 800,000 point right. 71. Not quite the $1 million smile, but it's definitely.
How harsh is this? Brian could get half a
like,
million
you let
points
me
on this
pick
ball.
Matahari, you fool. I'd like to mention that Brian's 256,000 point score that he has right now isn't bad.
It's not
No,
at
it's
all.
a very
It's
solid
very
score.
good. Especially on Matahari, which can sting you at any time.
All right, you're going to need those ABs, so might as well get them. You know what? Actually, I actually have a suggestion here. Not to shoot for the center hole.
And just AB it.
You have to,
And get-
and
you got
you'll get
to
the center
anyway.
hole by mistake
Right.
because
It's
if
not
he doesn't
sticking.
have, if
No.
no,
Yeah, because if
No.
you make the shot, it'll bounce off a bumper anyway and possibly go up and
you
hole.
only
Yeah.
need the center hole 3 times, which is going to happen if
Sooner or
you
later.
get
Yeah.
15 ABs.
Right. At some point, it will. You're right. No. Nice.
Oh,
nice.
my
Pretty
goodness.
good shake. That was gone if he didn't do that.
And there's another AB.
Excellent.
Okay.
Okay.
No.
Now he's up to 5,000.
Nope.
And
Uh,
take the AB now. No.
No, he hasn't. It's probably not that intuitive when you're walking up to it. You're just like,
No,
I just
no.
got to have an
I
amazing
just gotta
ball.
have the 5.
Oh.
Okay. Well.
that was a good match. Those were some really solid games between Trent and Brian there.
Brian once again played pretty amazingly. We're actually going to kick Steve off the microphone so he can go play some pinball.
Hi.
And I'd really like to get Brian on here to do a little exit interview. I guess you only do exit interviews when you fire someone.
Right. Well, I guess we're firing Brian.
So we'd like to show you once again the upcoming circuit schedule. Next, we're down in Louisville. Then we're at Pinburg, which is pretty much the largest tournament in the world at this point. That's pretty scary. We're bringing over Brian Shepard, who just finished up the tournament in 3rd place. Like so many other competitors today, there's been no situation where I thought the player just played poorly and ended up getting wiped out. Brian crushed it just like Al Tomka and Chris Stevens before him. Every player has really been playing at the top of their game today, and it's shown. Like, everybody who's finished in the top 8 here, they've just been. It's not like they messed up. They got beat, and they got beat by really good play and good play on their part. Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, it's pretty hard, especially with the loose tilts. It's a lot of work. Unfortunately, I ran out of gas.
You ran out of gas?
Yeah, during ACDC, I was starting a little tired, and it's just, Trent, it's just hard.
Okay. I got to say, your score on Matahari was actually a good score. And one thing I was thinking of right near the end of it, when you plunged ball 3, I was saying, okay, you need to start by not shooting the hole.
Why is that?
Okay. In order to get your 5 times bonus in that and catch Trent, you only need to shoot the hole 3 times. You also needed about 14 to 15 AB shots.
Mm-hmm.
So I was figuring if you started by shooting the AB, you would eventually you would accidentally get the whole shot on the way.
That's true. I mean, I was just basically just shooting up. It was a safe kick out, so I just, just playing loose and how I've been playing it. So
Okay.
I mean,
Hey, I mean,
The problem with Matahari is if you have a house ball, you're kind of done. It's so hard to catch up.
yeah, especially when the other player's just putting the gas pedal on every single ball.
Yeah, I was hoping he was going to pick Shadow, but he went back to the laptop and saw my 870 on qualifying. And
Why did you let him have the pick?
because honestly, all the games play great and pretty liberal in the tilt, so I was happy to play second, even on Matahari. It was a risk.
Okay.
I mean, he could have easily had house balls just like my first ball.
Absolutely.
Well, my house ball wasn't really a for house ball, but it was not good, obviously. But it didn't matter which one we played, and
You wanted to play reactionary.
yeah, and with the tournament format where we can only choose the game 3 times, I couldn't pick Star Trek, and that's what I would have gone to. Even though he's been playing it good,
Would you
So
really?
you guys couldn't pick Star Trek, either one of you then?
no, he could pick it, but he was saving it in case he made it to the finals because he's going to pick it against Steve here in a second.
Oh my word!
Yeah, so it's going to be a long match probably.
Star Trek,
I have an appointment on Monday morning. I'm not sure I have time to handle the Star Trek game between those two.
Well, sorry. You better make the call.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I figured Twilight and AC/DC was going to pick, and I was happy with those. I just was out of it on AC/DC, and
Well,
it happens.
AC/DC, you had a mountain to climb, and
On that game, it's unlike Matahari. I think it's within the realm. Just getting the groove. I did it before, so
absolutely. And when you know what you have to chase, you have to. You suddenly get the opinion of, oh, I can't collect these 10 million point jackpots unless they're tripled. I got to collect big.
Yeah, and the big problem was I had nothing done. I had no tour shots. I had no album, and it was just basically, I probably stuck to jam more. Like, it's usually what I do on these pros is, more jam multi-ball. But
Yeah, I understand exactly what you're talking about. It's hard when you're sort of down in a hole to climb your way back out of it.
yeah, I was, I was seriously considering if on the third game to take F14, but I'm happy to get third, honestly.